was looking up the cameos before I came on, because I was like, I remember seeing Tony Hawk in it. I remember seeing Johnny Knoxville on it.
Yeah.
And
Johnny,
then, I mean, who doesn't love Johnny Knoxville? Like?
Yeah.
And then they were saying in it that Jay Adams, Stacey Proter, and Tony Alva actually make like their own guest appearances.
Yeah, they're all in it.
Like background, like someone's in a party, someone like the guy selling the board and that. And I just think it's meant that they were probably on set directing the other lads, sort of with their, you know, charisma and sort of different
playing
roles
themselves.
to play. Yeah, it's like when, because you can see in the film that they all start skating like slipways and little like concrete waves because they're used to surfing and stuff like that. They just skate down the road, and you can see very quickly how like Stacey and Tony, after that competition, become very commercial. And they become like the poster boys, and they're making the millions and all that. And I love how Jay Adams just stays true to his roots. He ends up becoming a bit of a skinhead, doesn't he? And he still hangs around with Sid, gets into a bit of trouble and whatnot. But he's like the raw kind of heart of skateboarding. You know what I mean? He's the one that kind of carried on all the street stuff, and all the other guys were off doing the competitions, and they're all great, but it's good to explore that in a film, isn't it?
That was such a dramatic transformation as well, because when he shaves his head, he looks like a completely different fella. Like he looks so different, and he looks so extreme, like someone that you probably would cross the road from if you saw them walking towards you at night. Like the actor's got such a menacing, like intense stare.
Yeah, because he sits there like with his jaw kind of like propped out a bit, doesn't he? Just kind of eyeing you off a bit.
and like you said, it even says at the end that he, although he's had, I mean, unfortunately, he's now passed away, the real Jay Adams, but he at the time was still alive. And they say at the end of the film, he is sort of acknowledged as being responsible for the spark that then went on to become skateboarding. So whilst the others were very commercially successful, he seems to be all about the ideology of it and that side of things. And I think that's quite clear. I mean, you know, look, he had his issues, right, which we don't need to go into on this. But in terms of the film, like you say, you're absolutely right. I think out of all the 3 or 4 main young characters, that one it has the most difficult job, really.
Yeah, he's definitely my favourite.